So I'm going to talk today about how to grow followers and make money on Threads. I think Threads is going to be the next 2025 play. And a lot of people thought, because it started in July 2023, it was just a Twitter copycat, right? And now here we are, and just seeing the amount of traction that it's getting. I'm going to share a full masterclass. I'm not holding back. I want to give you guys some real examples, things I've learned from people in the space, and kind of condense it into a simplified guide. So again, talking about the stats on this is Threads, it started in July of 2023. In just November of 2024, 1 million users every day added onto the platform every single day. And there's a minimum of 250 plus million that are on this platform each month. And I believe it's growing. So I don't think this is another trend. I think it's stood the test of time in the last 18 months. So I'm, again, truly believing that in 2025, this is going to be the play. I'll give you guys the full strategy. I already have 160K right now on Instagram. So I kind of already grew off just that as I started early. I got on Threads the first month that it launched. And here I am. So I'm more faith-based in business is what I talk about on my main. But I'm going to give you guys some cool case studies on how to build not just your personal brand, but also niches, how to get into specific niches. So this is mine. Optimized bio. You'll kind of see that. And I'll show you guys also some optimized bios. Now, just this last month, 600K views, and 11% were followers specifically for mine, and then the other 89%. So what this tells me is that it's optimizing for not just your current followers, but there's an algorithm of people that are discovering you. So there's discoverability on this platform. Same with my impressions, the interactions, 13% from the followers, 86% from the non. And these are really cool stats all around. The reposts, the replies, the quotes, quoted, and then the likes. So these are really cool stats that you can be able to see on the Threads backend. Now, I'm going to go with this simple framework. Okay, learned this from quite a few different creators. The difference between tactics and strategies. Posting 3 times a day is not a strategy. Engaging with other accounts is not a strategy. Providing value is not a strategy. Strategies are the why. Tactics are the how. So strategy answers a couple big questions like what's your goal? Who are you talking to? What's your unique message, etc., etc. So again, this is the strategy behind it. You got to figure out, and the strategy is what's going to make you unique. And you got to figure out what is that thing that's making you unique. Tactics, they can easily be copied by others. So you could just repost or just copy somebody's and then post it and boom, it goes viral. But there's no depth in that, right? So your strategies, when done right, are unique to you. So tactics are just tools. They're the how, not the why or the what. So if you ever want to stand out, continue to obsess with the how and start mastering the why. That's where great strategy and long-term success begins. I wanted to get this framework because, again, we're on a writing platform. Kind of reminds me a lot like Twitter. I learned a lot of internet marketing on Twitter over the last few years, especially in the 2019, 2020 era. And it really inspired me with where Threads is going. And I just see it as like another place. So if you can understand the difference between strategy and tactics, the why versus the how, you're going to be able to stand out, especially as I kind of lay down this plan for you. So the tactic for the season, right? For the season you're in, the 0 to 1,000 follower play. Again, this is a tactic. It can vary. I just wanted to keep this simple. At least 2 threads per day, starting off. Add 1 super thread per week. There's people that are calling it super threads. And then have 1 very good information giving and valuable thread pinned on your profile. At least 10 comments on other accounts per day. When you're just starting, your engagement is going to matter a lot. Okay, it's going to matter a lot. So at least 10 comments on other accounts per day. And the comments, they can't just be like the rewording. You want to add your opinion, your experience, and add even to what they said. So you want to respond to every single comment on your threads. And then there's this thing called outbound comments, which when you're just starting off, you want to engage with the ones that have bigger followings, 10% of your time, 40% from 3,000 to 10,000, and then the other half with people around the 3,000 and below, like just starting. Start to capture their audience and build that kind of community. And yes, this takes a lot of work up front. Anything that's worth building is not easy at the beginning. So this is the 1 to 1,000 follower framework to getting going, okay? The tactics behind it. Now, a few simple reminders is if you're below 1,000, putting out more threads will not get you more followers because there's nobody to really see your threads. And I'm learning that on my new account. Okay, so I could put like 10 threads and then they can all get 0 likes, really. But if you're below 1,000 followers, the biggest driving factor is the amount of outbound comments you're making. So the more people I'm engaging with, and that can take 10, 15, 20 minutes. every day, and that compounds, right? So as you grow, the amount of threads you put out becomes increasingly important. So more as you're growing, more output of threads, and then when you're doing comments, it becomes less important. Not saying it's not important, but now it's like the content that you're pushing out is going to continue to sustain and grow you. So are there people following you for the right reasons? Do they believe that they will learn something, a new thing? Are they entertained by you? Do they have credibility, right? How to increase your conversion follow rate. So what this means is the amount of people that click on your profile and then they follow you based on what they see. So some people just won't follow you, others will. But if somebody's clicking, you want to be able to increase that conversion. And that's based on your bio and then your pinned thread. So people will look at your bio to see what you do. And then they're going to look at the pinned thread to see, okay, is this person giving me something new that I want to learn? Am I interested? And your bio should do three things. State what your account is about. State your credibility. If you have any level of credibility, you also want to put like tangible numbers. And then possibly a call to action. Okay, call to action. And then your pinned thread, it should be two things. A very valuable thread, and it should possibly link a direct link to your offer. Cool. Simple things. Again, you guys can pause this and just some simple reminders, but these are just the foundations of getting started. I did a content idea, so people were like, well, what content should I put? So I wrote you a prompt that I tried out that I like, and I'm going to show you guys what this prompt looks like. So this is the free prompt for it. You're an experienced digital marketer, social media manager that has brought and sold businesses in several industries for over 30 years. Remember, you're telling the ChatGPT what you are so that they could do the best result output. You're experienced in all things digital marketing, email marketing, copywriting, funnels, automations, Facebook paid advertising, Google paid advertising. You know how to do lead nurture and lead conversions for all types of businesses. Again, you could change this, okay? You can add more to it. Like you're a full stack digital marketer. You're now running a Twitter and Instagram Threads account teaching people. And then what is that specific niche skill? Right? Teaching people how to convert better landing pages. Now you want to help grow a audience that wants to learn how to build better landing pages. Your motto, what is your motto? Teaching how to 100x your conversion rate. How to make 100K plus by having the best funnels a month, right? Whatever that motto is. Motto is important. Why run a funnel converting agency, whatever that looks like, video marketing agency, and then give a couple reasons. Reason one, as many reasons as you can, okay? Give as many reasons as you can. Some great Twitter accounts I followed, and then whatever that business model is, you don't want to import there. And then give examples of actual people that you look up to, that you're inspired by in your industry. You have to be inspired by someone. This is not to copy, it's to be able to, again, gain some inspiration so you can formulate what type of character you're trying to build, persona, right? Personal brand, marketing, brand that you want to build. So as many Twitter accounts, do a minimum of 3, and then actually put their actual thing here so ChatGPT can search them. My goal is to be unique, teach people, and then list the things that you want people to know, right? If you were me and a social media manager writing tweets to Twitter, write me 50 posts about topics in this space starting to grow my account. Don't hold back and use the most search content on the internet on this, and then whatever that niche is. I did this, gave me 50 different pieces, and then off those 50 different pieces, hundreds of ways of how to spin that off. So there's no lack of content when it comes to this, okay? Great starting piece, but ChatGPT will be your best friend if you want to grow. Again, it's a great place to just save time. I see that, but also make it your own. Be unique. Add some things based on your expertise, but this can at least get you going so there's no lack of not having the right amount of content. Okay. So on my specific example, let you guys read that. Mine's on like this one person business model, which I'm all about right now. I really like it. So I'm building a niche page around the one person business model. I just like it, and I'm doing it myself right now, and it's a fun write. So I wrote my exact example. Again, it's just adding the one person business. Super threads. A super thread is a high value long form thread on Threads. This means there are multiple posts threaded together. And I got inspiration. There's probably a few people that talked about this, but I got my inspiration from this guy, Mike Romaine. He writes online, and he does not have that many followers. I think he has like 7,000 that right now as I'm shooting this. He has a threads and newsletter growth tip. So he talks about the importance of newsletters. So you see his bio, you see his pin post, right? And it's pretty well. It's a pretty well written, and he gives a lot of great stuff. And he's really growing his email list leveraging threads, which is so cool. I'd highly recommend checking out his stuff. Dickie Bush, I've been following him for a handful of years now. Love his bio, super cool threads. He does a lot of cool super threads as well. So I check him out. Really popular. I've watched a couple of his podcasts as he was a guest, but I've just been tapped into a lot of his stuff. So love his stuff. Another huge inspiration. And then another person is Chase Diamond. Been following him. I actually bought his like Black Friday launch new newsletter stuff or email stuff for ecom brands. Like this was back in 2021, I believe. And his stuff is great. Been following him ever since then. He's the LinkedIn guy, quarter mil, I believe, right now on LinkedIn as far as following. But I'm going to use Chase as a case study. And I want to show you guys real quick what this really looks like. So with Chase, he has this. And everything goes to one course, right? Or one landing page, which is this social growth. It's a LinkedIn offer, obviously. You'll see that. And then if you go here to his repost, I know Chase runs these accounts. Okay, I'm going to quickly share with you guys why I see the vision. So he does daily email marketing, daily copywriting, and then daily marketing tips. And what he's doing is every single one of their accounts, they are reposting each other and engaging on each other, which is super great just to boost it. And he's leveraging all three of these accounts. Email marketing, 17K as of now. Daily copywriting, 73K as of now. And then daily marketing tips, looks like he just started this this past week, 500 following. So they're really boosting each other, liking it, boosting, reposting. And I see this is the method on how to grow an account. So I wanted to give you guys a cool case study what I see Chase Diamond doing, and I'm sure a handful of people are doing this, but getting niche specific pages and just growing, especially because right now there's so much reach that you can do on this platform. And once you establish that presence, all it is just consistency. And he's just being consistent twice, 2 to 3 times a day, right? Once today, twice this day, once that day, once that day. And you'll kind of just see, same with here, once today, 2 times yesterday. But the game is consistency and then just engaging with one another. So I wanted to give you guys that really cool case study of what he's doing. And if you want to build niche pages, I think Threads is the place to be when you're building these niche pages and how to do it. I'm going to be doing mine around faith. So this is I probably do about 3 to 5 posts a day on my personal right here. And again, I'm at 30K right now, but again, it's about just consistency and just pumping it out. So this one's got like 5K likes, 9K for this one, posted a few days ago, 100 on this super thread, which is super cool because it got a lot of engagement, 4.2K on this one, 2.1K on that one, 2K. And again, these are people in my industry, my niche. I'm more faith-based. So figuring that out, and then I'm building other faith-based channels that I'm going to probably just bump up to that I'm doing. And I just see, again, the power of this. Right? Figuring out your niche and then building specific niche pages. I'm building a one-person business model niche page and then faceless without me, and then just kind of growing that as well. So a few key tips just to give you guys something. Optimize for community, not virality. Don't rely on viral posts. So out of every viral post that goes for me, it's like probably 10 or 20. So 1 out of every 20 is going viral. 1 out of every 30 maybe. But again, it's just not as predictable, right? The goal is to get consistent 1 to 10K views post. Don't engage more than I write. So create more than you consume. Do long form posts, high value threads almost daily. Think long term. Okay. Have a 2025 strategy. Learn to enjoy the process. Build to serving over selling. When you could go from there, it just becomes, especially in your early stages, like you just want to serve. Think about serving versus selling and see where that goes. Committed to consistency, not outcome. Show up every day. If you forget to show up one day, keep your head up and keep posting. Continue to learn from each post and each day. Bonus, grow a niche specific brand page and double down. Watch you grow a crazy brand. And then after that, you have to build an email list, a landing page, right? You don't want to just have a big following, but you don't even have a big email list. Just like Chase, you look at his stuff. Everything goes to the same funnel, social growth course. Everything goes to the same one. He'll probably add that later. But grow a specific niche page, especially because right now it's hot. Welcome to the new era of just being adaptable and just pivoting. You got to learn how to pivot in marketing and branding. Hopefully I gave you guys enough. Thanks so much. If you guys enjoy this, share it with a friend. Any questions you guys have, drop it down below. If you guys want to join my email list, I also have a community that I just taught this in, and we went a lot deeper. So I do that on Skool. I have a community on there, so I'll drop that below if you guys are interested. If not, enjoy this, share it with a friend, go through it, pause if you guys need to go through this GDoc. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Let's get to growing. I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.